Okay, so we're going to look at divine masculine and feminine balance within the self, knowing that however we are seeing the energies within self, we can expect to see those same energies outside of us in our material world. So when I say masculine, feminine, he and she, I'm talking about energies, not gender, but I am talking about polarity. So you can be a combination of, you are, not you can be, you are a combination of both of these things. Alrighty, divine masculine is going first again today. He's been eager lately. Okay, and his overall headspace right now is devil energy. So this is addiction, obsession, feeling bound to someone, and this could, for me, I think looking at the rest of the headspace, I'm thinking this is really about his mind plaguing him. So obsessively going over and over and over and over and over things. And also feeling a bit of the sexual energy and a bit of devil energy. And I think maybe feeling a little devilish right now. The first thing on his mind is a new beginning. He's really craving a new beginning. And he doesn't want to be a fool either. He doesn't want to appear a fool. So he's thinking about that. He's thinking about starting out new, being newly in love, but not being foolish. This is followed by this hermit energy that he's definitely been in right now. He's gone within. He might even be silent. If he's been communicating, he might not be communicating right now, but he's just kind of going inside and seeking some guidance. But this energy is really keeping him from being able to give this real world offer to the divine feminine that he's been planning on for some time now. If you've been following this story, this is where we're at. So this is delayed. And I think the hermit energy is, when these cards fell, they fell in a way and I couldn't remember which one came first. And if this one came first, which I kind of felt like it did, it would indicate why he's gone into hermit energy. But either way, wherever position this is in, the delay of this real world offer is present in his mind. And this balance energy, this two of coins, good morning, this two of pentacles, which is this energy of having to choose, make decisions, balancing, but it's also back and forth energy, like balls in my court, balls in your court, balls in my court, whatever, this back and forth thing. And the delay of this real world offer and the hermit energy are about this energy that he's in. He's either made a decision or he needs to make a decision. I'm getting a lot of uncertainty from him, but I don't know specifically what the uncertainty is about. Then we have here the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So he has been doing a lot of this work on himself, trying to come into his High Priestess energy, which is the next card that's in the spread. And I think the fact that both of these cards are in reversal to me is that this is passing energy. Working on the self, having to make decisions, this is a passing energy because High Priestess is here. But this is also about doing this work of balancing within the self. So the work that he has done has allowed him to come into his High Priestess energy, but also the divine feminine. This is her, this is the moon, this is everything. This is the ultimate, truly spiritual version of divine feminine. All right. Now let's look in his heart space. So I'm using the vice versa deck for the heart space of the divine masculine. And I pull the bottom of the deck to get the overall heart space, which today is the Four of Cups in reverse, which is an I am ready kind of and energy. And we've seen this card this way before as the overall in the heart space. So this is something that has been a consistent feeling for Divine Masculine. But what's interesting is, since I can also see the top of the deck, it's the Six of Wands, victory, and I just felt like I should note that. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Shocking. First thing in his heart space. Twin flame card, High Priestess, in complete union. This is great, folks. What he feels, he's thinking about. What he feels he needs to do, he's doing. The one he wants to be with, he's going to be with. His Divine Feminine, yeah. So, that's great. We love that. Interestingly, I had the Sun card come out, and it came out like this. And so when I put it into the pile, I kind of pushed it into the reversal energy. But then I couldn't remember which way it was. So this is kind of, I think that is exactly how this card should feel this morning in his heart space. He's happy. He's happy, like, because he knows what he wants. He knows about the twin flame union. He understands the work that needed to be done. He's done the work. He has the real world offer ready. He's ready for his new beginning. But what's this about, right? What's this devil energy about? What if these things are in place, then what is this about? Like, why is this here in his headspace? So he's happy, but there's a little something that's still keeping him from feeling completely safe to allow this happiness to really be in his heart space. And I think what it is the delay of this reunion, where this card, we could look at the Six of Cups, we could look at either this way and vice versa, or we could see it this way. This is the unknown, right? So here's the divine couple here, finally coming into a reunion. And we're getting this reversal in his heart space, which is showing us this person by themselves thinking about this reunion alone. That is ending. And so is this block that this King of Cups is so good at putting up. King of Cups, this Cancer energy, sensitive, nurturing, caring, compassionate, smart, intellectual, go-getter, overachiever. Like, the King of Cups is a great catch. But if he has one issue, it's this. He keeps all of that emotional awareness and sensitivity behind this rock, an impenetrable rock. And it's the foundation that he sits upon. So Divine Masculine understands that this energy is keeping him from getting his wish, which is this, his Divine Feminine. But because he cannot open up, he can't have her. And that is what this is about. And his heart wants him to follow that inner light of the Hermit energy, which again, we have complete union today. There's not even mirroring in head and heart for Divine Masculine today. There's just union. But this is an interesting union because this is a vice versa union. Here's the one side of the card we could have looked at. But Divine Masculine is showing us this. Following his inner guidance to his Divine Feminine, the Moon. So he is feeling that he needs to follow his inner guidance, and he is thinking that he will go in and follow his inner guidance. Okay. Divine Masculine, you're killing me. All right. Let's look at Divine Feminine now. She was less forthcoming in her thoughts this morning. That's why Divine Masculine went first, so I have to flip her cards over. The only thing she revealed to me was, well, I'll tell you when I get there. And I was like, huh. Alrighty. Oh, interesting energy, Divine Feminine. First, overall bottom of the deck, underlying aspects of the heart, of the head space for Divine Feminine is, lo and behold, the mirror of our King of Cups. And he's facing forward because she wants to hear from him. She wants to be able to have her King of Cups, and she wants him to be approachable and open and in touch with his emotions instead of suppressing them. So they are mirroring in that energy today. That's her overall headspace. Okay, so he's on her mind for sure. First thing on her mind is the Five of Cups in reverse. So this is a card of sadness, of reflection on loss. It could be about grief. So Divine Feminine has likely been feeling sadness or grief, and this energy is passing. This is also a cup about optimism and pessimism. And I think that she is feeling, although she is really fighting against it, I can see by her spread, she's feeling a little bit pessimistic about this twin flame relationship, this Two of Wands. This journey that she's on, she's feeling, let me correct that. I do feel there is pessimism. It's not about the twin flame union. It's about the delay of the twin flame union. And she's doing her best to not be in her Queen of Swords energy, because this is coming out in reverse. She's really working on that, on not allowing the sadness, the grief or the loss, or just the sadness in general about not having what she wants yet, or any aspect of this delay. She's really, really, really working hard not to go into the hardness, the iciness, the distance, the coldness of the Queen of Swords. We are also getting here this Four of Swords in reverse. Now, this is a card of pause, prayer, going within, seeking a relationship with the divine. And in this case, it's in reverse. And it's because she wants the pause of the only card she revealed today, the Two of Cups. She wants this pause to be over. And this is, oh my gosh, this is so interesting. Okay. So that is, she wants to be able to break bread. She wants to be able to come together. She wants to be able to share in a conversation with Divine Masculine. Now we see her Queen of Cups in reverse. So this whole spread is about the positions and the clarifications. So let's look at that. Okay. Reversal of sadness, reversal of this Five of Cups is clarified by reversal of the Four of Swords. So the sadness is definitely about the pause that has taken place in this twin flame union, which is clarified by this Two of Cups. So we've got the Two of Wands in reverse, which is the action part, like actually going towards each other. I mean, this is a waiting energy also. So it also is potentially that the waiting, about the waiting, not that the waiting is over, because it's not, but it's the feeling of waiting, the sadness about waiting. But it's clarified by knowing that this union is inevitable. The path is leading to this union. And then this Queen of Swords energy, which there are good aspects of the Queen of Swords that she would definitely want to use at this time. And this is clarified by the reverse Queen of Cups. So for me, what this is about is she is both of these queens, and she's struggling with both aspects of shadow for these queens. The shadow aspect for this queen is that she can be a bit too commanding, a bit too totalitarian. She can be distant, and she can be cold. This queen can be a bit too intuitive and not overt and clear and opaque. She can also be a little bit too emotional and flow with her emotions too much without using the thoughtful, analytical, clear side of her mind. So in general, Divine Feminine is just not feeling balanced in her queen energy. And she understands that part of this is she has to balance the energy of these two queens in order to be with her King of Cups. But she is seeing a match in her headspace for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. She does feel like they are matched. She just also feels the shadow energy of both of those court cards. Okay. Bottom of the deck, overall heart space for Prismavision's deck is, and this is Divine Feminine, Knight of Wands, her heart space, and he is not here. So yeah, she feels that he's not here. And she felt that the other day, but this is the overall thing that's here. And we have mirroring, Four of Cups in reverse. So in this case, we have Divine Feminine. I think actually in this energy, and this is an energy she's extremely familiar with. This is an energy that she's really good at cultivating and really good at going into. It is one of meditation, of nostalgia, of reflection. And so she feels that right now, this pause that she's enduring, this weight that is coming to an end, she is going to comfortably go into this energy because she feels that this is what will prevent her from feeling this Five of Pentacles energy where she's kept out in the cold. Because this feeling of being kept out of Divine Masculine's life causes her to lose the power she has of her own star energy, because Divine Feminine is the star for Divine Masculine. She's always coming out that way for Divine Masculine. She's even coming out that way. She felt this way yesterday, but she's understanding that being worried and having anxiety about being left outside, being on the outside looking in, that is what's keeping her from truly being able to come into her power. She has to be very, very mindful that this relationship is a higher level, fifth dimensional relationship. Fifth dimensional telepathic communication. That is what is an aspect of their relationship for sure. Her not being in her star energy is also blocking her ability to fully have this traditional relationship that she's craving. Now, this can be a card about marriage, but it's a card also about authority, structures, hierarchy, and it's also one about faith. So she's also feeling she needs to have faith. We have the Nine of Swords, which in the Prismavision's deck, instead of the woman with her head in her hands looking pretty distressed, we have this individual that's just kind of resigned themselves to their anxieties. And this energy is keeping her from High Priestess energy. But look what we have here. 3 out of the 4 decks from this reading, High Priestess. And Divine Masculine was in complete union. Divine Feminine is mirroring Divine Masculine in his heart space. So he is feeling the power, her Divine Feminine's power, and she is not feeling her own power because of her anxieties about being left out in the cold that are still there. Wow. Divine Feminine. You think you get all those anxieties out and they pull you right back in. Okay, let's see. So now we're going to take a look at the messages from the oracles that will give us a sense of how we can handle the healing we need to do to bring these two aspects of self into union so that we can manifest a union, if that's our desire, outside of ourselves, or a job opportunity, or just anything that you want. When these two aspects, action and inaction, giving and receiving, when those two things are in balance, whatever you want is within your reach. So how can we get there? Divine masculine, healer, light attributes, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to transform pain into healing. That is the message I'm hearing very strongly. Divine masculine, spirit is telling you that you have the ability to transform your pain into healing. And you have the ability to show others how to do this. And you're being supported in this energy and boosted in this energy. St. Nicholas is back. St. Nicholas of Myra is back to encourage you towards generosity and giving with no expectation of return, serving others. That's a message for you. The answers you need are coming, and there's the twins, twin flame. That's full moon in Gemini. And then this card that says no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. This card was in reverse. And to me, that's a big old message from the universe not to wait anymore. See the lightning? Let it strike your ass. Stop waiting. That's a very clear message from the divine. That card is loud. Okay. Divine feminine, let's see. Interesting. The first thing, the underlying aspect of your mind is this King of Cups. And spirit gives you the archetypal energy of the king. Enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. So, you are being given this king energy. And also, I think it's a confirmation that what it is that you have in your headspace, this thing that you desire, spirit is telling you, this is within you. And when it is within you, it can be without. Just believe. Here's St. Hildegard von Bingen. I think she might be one of the patron saints of this particular divine union. We have St. Raphael, who's a big player in this, and St. Hildegard, and honestly, St. Nicholas. These guardians are constantly coming up for this divine couple, but particularly St. Hildegard. And she is an extraordinary woman. And if you don't know anything about her, you should definitely go look her up. She's one of those women in history that, you know, unless you're Catholic or studied art history, you may never know about. And she was extraordinary. Medieval person who was a writer, a musician, and saint. Like, she had spiritual, mystical experiences, and she's incredible. So check out St. Hildegard. But she's with you, Divine Feminine, to help you believe. And I think if you read her story, you will probably be inspired even more. And balance your spirituality and practicality. So right now you are very in your spiritual space. You crave that all the time. You want to be there all the time. You want to be listening to readings, maybe doing your own readings. You want to be doing rituals. You want to be meditating. You want to be, it's good. It's good that you have this desire. But you have come here to be physical and material, and to have a material world experience. Eventually you will go back to spirit. But you're here now. So you have to figure out how to have this present experience. Meditation is about helping you be present here, right? So we use meditation, honestly, 15 minutes a day. That's like the sweet spot. 15 minutes is really all you need to center yourself and give yourself this skill, because you're building a muscle. You're building this muscle of awareness, which is, oh, oh, I don't feel good. What is wrong? And checking in and figuring it out. Or being very upset about something that just happened and then taking a deep breath and being like, okay, I'm alive. I have a body. My family's alive. We're doing okay. This is, like a broken piece of equipment that this company won't replace. I shouldn't be this upset about it. Meditation is about building the skill of being here in the physical world and dealing with the physical world. So balance this spiritual work, which is vital and important, with this real world. It's fun here too. Your fear is that because your imagination is so good and because your creativity is endless, and you have a fear that what you have imagined and experienced will be like, it can't be like. And this keeps you in the fantasy version of your entire life. It keeps you in the place where you're really great at imagining how great things are, but you're not really great at imagining how to get out of your physical situation. You're just there, imagining not being there. Balance that energy. And from Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? What's next for you, Divine Feminine? This relationship is it's a second of your life. Like, I know it's not seeming like that, but it is. It's like, it's just one tiny piece. So like, what's next? What is next? Where are you being called to journey to? If you start to explore that, okay, you know how everybody's always like, fake it till you make it, or like, just pretend you already have it, or just act as if. If you can do that in your journal or in your meditation visualizer, however you do, but if you can actually imagine that you already have this, that like today my reading was, I got the Empress upright in his headspace, and then I stopped the reading and you got a phone call and it's all coming together, and now you're together and all these things have happened, and let's pretend that's over. What are you going to do next? Because if you start to think about what is going to make you as excited as this particular thing that you are trying to come into union to receive, I think you'll release the attachment to this thing, and you'll start to build momentum towards something new, and which is all about you, not about anyone else external. It's about something you want for yourself. You tell me what happens after you try that for a minute. Okay, victim. These are the bottom of the deck, underlying overall aspects for divine union. Could be shadow, but this is a card that's coming in its light aspects. Prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. So you are being acknowledged, divine couple, that in the most recent exchanges or lack thereof between the two of you, neither one of you has gone into a victim energy. You have had an unconditional loving feeling that you understand that the person's actions are not about you. You're not a victim. You're not being victimized. And you're not victimizing someone with emotional manipulation. Congratulations! Did you finish reading Codependent No More? Like, we're proud of you. Okay. Forgiveness. Saint Mary Magdalene. She is here for this union because this union has definitely got coming this moment, this justice moment, where both of them will be blessed with hearing the forgiveness come from one another. And she's here to support this couple in this energy and also encourage them to forgive each other for how they handle this complex situation, because everybody handles it differently. Hey, your dreams need a practical plan. Wasn't I telling you that? So, Spirit is saying to the divine union, You love each other, and it's great. But it's time. It's time to make a practical plan for your lives together. It is time to come forward into the physical. Come forward! And to do this, you must tune in to Tuned In Tarot. Tune in to the portal of your heart, which hopefully you can get a little bit of information about when you step up to Instagram and watch my channel. No, tune into the portal of your heart, because that is how you will take these dreams you have and bring them into the material world. But make a practical plan for this. All right. That is all of the cards, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today, and happy Mabon. I'm about to go do a circle casting and meditation with my Instagram fam, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm about to do, on Wednesday this week, we will do a shuffle to identify the new major arcana card that will be featured in our next collective playlist. I will probably do 1 or 2 more readings from the world playlist. So if you haven't had an opportunity to add a card to that, a song to that list, go to my, profile, click on the highlight that says current card, and there's a question that asks you what song you think embodies the world card. Pop in a song, and then I will make sure I add your name to our playlist, so that if your song is selected, you will receive free messages from Spirit in the general reading that I do on the daily. All right. I don't know why I can't talk. I haven't eaten anything yet. I just had coffee, so I'm weirdly jacked up by the coffee, but also kind of weak and lightheaded from not eating. Love when I do that for myself. Have a lovely, extraordinary day.